Imagine a world where time isn't a river, it's a loop, and you are the only one who remembers how it ends. You are trapped in a cycle of death and rebirth, forced to relive the same catastrophic events over and over again, each time with the knowledge of what went wrong, but without the power to easily change it. Welcome to the Aether Loop, the mind-bending, high-stakes, and intellectually stimulating sci-fi thriller by Thomas True and Marios Pagonis. If you love time loop tropes, hard science fiction concepts, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated terror of trying to solve an unsolvable puzzle while the universe resets around you, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral frustration of repetition with the profound thrill of finally finding the key to breaking the cycle. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist waking up at the start of the loop, aware of the impending disaster that has claimed them countless times before. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of experimental physics, the static of displaced reality, and the creeping dread of knowing that every second counts and every mistake is fatal. True and Pagonis excel at capturing the psychological toll of immortality within a finite time frame, making every decoded message, every tactical retreat, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal recurrence. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular causal paradox trope and the brilliant scientific detective dynamic. This isn't just about surviving the day, it's about understanding the underlying code of the timeline, exploiting glitches in causality, and using human ingenuity to outsmart an enemy that exists outside of time. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer the loop's mechanics, forge uneasy alliances with people who don't remember him, and completely shock arrogant theorists with humanity's stubborn refusal to accept fate is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the suspense to life, making the silence of a frozen moment, the rush of a reset, and the frantic heartbeat of a person on the edge feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular science and the sci-fi mechanics, the soul of the Aether Loop lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a scientist, they are a deeply human individual struggling with the moral weight of playing God with forces they can barely control. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable bond with their team, a found family bound by shared trauma and the knowledge that they are the only ones who remember the world as it was. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet, desperate conversations in the lab feel just as impactful as the explosive, reality-shattering climaxes. As the plot accelerates toward its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major breach occurs, threatening to collapse the timeline entirely, forcing the team into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation across multiple iterations. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming intellectual courage, and raw, unbridled determination. The protagonist must use every hidden trick, every overloaded device, and every ounce of their will to stabilize the anomaly and secure a future for humanity. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, paradigm-shifting victory that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't its technology, it's its resilience in the face of impossibility. The Aether Loop is a triumph of the science fiction thriller genre. It is smart, terrifying, and unapologetically intense. Thomas True and Marios Pagonis have crafted a novel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line against time itself. Plug in your headphones, check your instruments, and join the team. The loop is closing, but the future is worth saving.